that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Ready. Ready. 45. Set.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
Blue 32. Red. Cycle.
Throwing. Young. They're trying. And he will take it across for the Panthers touchdown. Devontae Smith. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. 27-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, 1 more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Finley to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Now Finley on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Bucs first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Ready. Go.
Finley one more time. Completes this one to Pickens. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. George Pickens, a 24-yard touchdown. Now the Buccaneers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
Okay.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I like what the offense did there, trying to spread the defense out with a 5-receiver formation. But give the defense credit. They stayed their spot and were able to disrupt the catch and force the ball to the turf.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Wade. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Come on, hey.
Young to throw it. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Wade. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Panthers.
Ready?
Here is Young. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, ready. Claws red, yellow, 43. Hut.
Young will set to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Red, 38, 52 blaster. You, yellow. Set.
They'll throw again. Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Ready.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Right, yellow, 22. Ready.
Now Young. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Ready, ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
18, Rodney, 70, Timberwolves.
Now Finley. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They try Tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
The score, Panthers 52, Buccaneers 41.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
There he goes right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 61 yards. And the Panthers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Finley. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
Let's go.
From the gun, Finley. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate that it's just incomplete and not intercepted.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now in the afternoon. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, Parker, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come right up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And that will be incomplete as well.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Desperation time. Finley on 4th down. And I think the ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Now Young. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Two yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Field, black. Set, hut. 52, blue. Smash, red. Set, hut.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 24 yards. That's good for a Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Young here to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Blue striker. Set.
It'll be Young again. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Past the 20. 10. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. That's Kalijah Cansey, in to get him down.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Ready, cut, cut.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Ready. Black, 95. Red, 52. Ready?
Young. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one